Welcome back. I'm very excited to take you today on a tour through Cedarburg, not only because I live within biking distance and this happens to be one of my favorite destinations, but also because Cedarburg is literally that quintessential small town you only know from the movies. This is a very tight-knit community. People know each other here. It's very walkable and also a little bit touristy. Homes date back to the late 1800s when the city was incorporated. But if you want to, there's also some newer subdivisions. So we got a lot to cover, better get started. The Milwaukee area has certainly a lot of great suburbs, but today we're back on my side of town and I have something for you very unique, possibly one of our best kept secrets, and that is Cedarburg. I'm lucky enough to live just outside of Cedarburg, so we come here a lot and we enjoy it as much as we can, especially in the summer. Cedarburg looks to me a little bit like out of a Hallmark movie, and there are a lot of perks to living here, so let me take you on a little tour and show you why exactly this little town just north of Milwaukee has become so popular. Before we get too much into details, let's take a quick look at the map. So here we have downtown Milwaukee with the Milwaukee metro area. The airport is located here on the south side. And if we are following I-43 here to the north, we eventually get to Cedarburg and Grafton. I call them jokingly the twin villages because they're merging a little bit together here in the middle. And it takes about 25 minutes to commute down here to downtown Milwaukee. By the way, I-43 is currently being worked on, and that will be a 6-lane expansion, so that should make the commute to downtown Milwaukee a little bit faster. When you ask 10 people on the street what they like about living in Cedarburg, I think most of them will mention walkability. For some, that means walking with the kids to school every morning. Others seem to more refer walking to the bar on Friday night, but whatever the reason, odds are you might run into somebody you know, and that creates a really nice feeling of community. Speaking about lifestyle, Cedarburg is also an incredibly active community and there are always a ton of things to do. You can take your family on a bike ride, get creative hands-on, play a round of tennis or pickleball, or hit some golf balls nearby, like here on the Mequon public golf course. On a hot day, you might just want to chill at the Cedarburg public pool, or if that's all too much, just go for a walk in one of the many parks, like this one here, which is Cedar Creek Park. And this is also the location for Summer Sounds, happening every Friday. Admission is free, you can bring your kids and some chill beverages. Take a look. That was fun. Let's talk about real estate. Based on Cedarburg's long history, you have a wide variety of different home types. The oldest ones are the historic homes that date back to the late 1800s and early 1900s. It goes without saying, these homes are a bit smaller, but they have a lot of historic charm. And they are either right on or at least very close to the historic Main Street. Just like Milwaukee, Cedarburg has experienced a construction boom right after World War II, so a lot of these ranch-style homes date back to the 1950s and 1960s, and they're usually around 1,200 square feet large with 3 bedrooms and at least 1 bathroom. Many of them have been updated over the last years, and they usually are a great choice for a first-time home buyer. If you're looking for a larger home, then neighborhoods like Cedar Point are worth a look. Most of these homes were developed in the 1990s, and they are quite a bit larger, often around 3,000 square feet, with typically 4 bedrooms. Some also offer a finished basement. On the flip side, with about 30 years of age, some of the interiors are getting to the point where they could use a little bit of an updating. Cedar Point is a very desirable neighborhood, and it is within walking distance to schools. Because of its age, it also has a more established feel with larger trees and mature landscaping compared to the newer subdivisions. And that brings me to our last category, which is newer developments. Several new subdivisions have been finished over the last few years in Cedarburg, or they are still under construction. Of course, there are many advantages to a new home. Most of them are built with an open concept and with taller ceiling heights. That is just something that you can't easily replicate in an older home, even if it is remodeled. And because everything is brand new, you don't have to budget for a new roof or for a new AC. On the flip side, the landscaping is still very young, and it will take a few years before the trees have grown up and these newer neighborhoods get a more established neighborhood feeling. Let's talk about home prices. The median home value for Cedarburg is currently at about $480,000. Smaller entry-level homes are usually priced in the high 200s or in the low 300s. If you're looking for the top end of the market, you will find some stunning and large homes up to about $1.5 million. Cedarburg is a relatively small market and not too many homes are for sale. If you want to buy a home in Cedarburg and you're looking for something specific, you may need to bring a little patience. For example, at the moment, we only have about 25 homes listed for sale, and you can roughly double that if you want to include Grafton. So if you're looking for something specific, you may have to wait a little until something suitable comes on the market, and then hopefully you will compete successfully against other buyers who are also looking to get into the area. When you ask people about Cedarburg, or even when you read the reviews online, for example on niche.com, you get a lot of positive feedback. It's a great community, the school system is really good, there's always something going on. So what are the downsides of living in Cedarburg? Of course, it is a small community, and that comes with its own set of issues. For example, it does not offer all the infrastructure and the city vibes that you get from a major city. In terms of shopping, everything that you need on a daily basis is readily available. There's some really good grocery stores. You even have a Costco and a Home Depot. But if you need something more specialized, then you may have to drive down to Milwaukee, which is about 20 to 25 minutes. Another negative, in my opinion, is the distance to the airport. If you're flying a lot, for example, for work, the airport is on the far side of the Milwaukee metro area, so then Cedarburg may not be the ideal location for you. I hope I was able to give you a good idea of what Cedarburg is all about. And if you're interested in more information about Cedarburg or in any other community around the Milwaukee metro area, then a really good way to start your research is by requesting access to the local MLS. I'm happy to set that up for you. All you have to do is head over to my website, onpointrg.com, and click on this button here. I just need a little information, which part of town and what price range you are looking at, and I can set up custom access to the local MLS for you. If you want to talk to me personally about your real estate plans, you can also schedule a Zoom call right here on my website. You have access to my personal calendar, and you can set up a call at a time of your convenience. I'm happy to hop on a Zoom call with you and discuss your personal real estate goals and how we can make them happen. That's pretty much all I got for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you at the next one. you.